In February 2025, researchers from conservation organization Tenerife were about 2 kilometers off the coast of Tenerife Island in the Spanish archipelago of the Canary Islands, looking for sharks. They were filming a small area, about 60 meters deep, when photographer David Boguas suddenly turned the camera towards the surface. There, swimming just beneath the waves and 30 meters below the boat, was a large, dark shape. At first, it seemed like a huge, menacing shark. But as the researchers got closer, they realized it was something much stranger. It was a 40-ish centimeter long black seedville, specifically a humpback anglerfish. And it was one of the strangest things about this encounter. Seedvilles are normally found in the twilight zone of the ocean, a region of the deep sea at depths from 200 meters to 600 meters, where sunlight struggles to penetrate. The fact that this one was spotted at such a shallow depth was unprecedented. No living humpback anglerfish had ever been seen in daylight before, nor had any other sea devil. The footage was posted online and immediately went viral. On Twitter, it inspired comparisons between the fish and the mythical creature Cthulhu. Some commentators drew attention to the fish's single large eye, which suggested it was staring directly at us. Others likened it to a demonic or alien creature. In appearance, some viewers felt the fish resembled a goblin. For these people, the deep-sea devil was a monster straight out of a horror movie. But many others responded to the video with empathy. Some commentators saw the fish as a feminist icon, highlighting its parasitic relationship with males and its ferocious, some might say, ladylike strength in pursuing food and mates. One user compared the anglerfish to Medea, a figure from Greek mythology known for her cunning and vengefulness. Another drew a parallel with Helen of Troy, saying, "She swam against the current so we could see her beauty." Several commentators compared the anglerfish to Icarus, the young man from Greek mythology who flew too close to the sun and was consequently burned to death. To these people, the fish had been foolish to leave the safety of the twilight zone. In this reading, the sun represents both knowledge and danger. Leaving the darkness of the deep sea and coming into contact with humans may have been this particular fish's last mistake. Some of these commentators expressed pity for the fish, while others blamed it for its own demise. One user tweeted, "The poor fish didn't know what it was doing. It had no idea that there was a whole bunch of humans with cameras waiting to capture its every move. If only it had stayed in its own damn dimension. None of this would have happened." The outpouring of emotion, and sometimes contradictory reactions to this fish, shows how our relationship to the deep sea remains complex and fraught. For much of human history, the deep sea was largely ignored or viewed as a realm of monsters. Our fear was understandable. Until the mid-19th century, the only known species from the ocean's twilight zone were blind, pink, blobby fish with enormous mouths and sharp teeth. Ever since we first learned of these creatures, our imagination has run wild with images of monstrous fish lurking in the dark. But the truth is, these fish were just trying to survive, and in their extreme environment, they evolved to look and behave in certain ways. For example, their large mouths and teeth help them capture prey in the darkest depths, where food is scarce. Their squishy bodies can withstand the immense pressure more than 1,000 times that of the surface water, which can crush most other creatures. Over time, our fascination with these animals grew, and we began exploring the deep sea in greater detail. Today, we know that although some deep-sea creatures do appear frightening, many others are bizarre, beautiful, or even cute. In 2022, the Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute posted footage of a rare hatchetfish, a roughly 25-centimeter long fish with huge eyes and a photophore on its head. Within hours, the video had over 1 million views. Scientists hope that our fascination with deep-sea creatures will translate into action, inspiring us to protect this important ecosystem. Last year, researchers from Newcastle University launched an initiative called Light Cafe, which uses virtual reality to immerse participants in the darkness of the deep sea. By experiencing this alien environment firsthand, the scientists hope to inspire future generations of marine biologists. The anglerfish off the coast of Tenerife swam close to the surface only once before dying. But thanks to advances in technology, we can now swim with these strange and wonderful creatures whenever we want.